Welcome to episode 30 of Think Like a Predator, where I take a hunting match that I've already completed as the Predator, narrate the game, and explain my strategies along the way. Not to sound corny, but one night I was looking up at the stars, admiring my favorite constellation, Orion the Hunter, when it dawned on me. I needed to create Orion the Hunter, the Predator. So, the Predator for this match is named Orion. He is a Hunter class Predator using the Tracker specialization, so every time I use target isolation, I will be able to locate the fire team, whether they are mudded up or not. There's a couple different legendary variations of the constellation Orion. One depicts him with a bow and the other with a club and a shield. I went with the bow. That's my favorite version of Orion. So for my primary weapon, I'm going to be using the Yaucha bow, and for the secondary, the net gun. For gear, healing kits, motion detectors, and audio decoys. Starting off with perks, I'm using Ironside, which is going to give me a 25% all-around defense boost from behind when I'm moving, healing, claiming, or just basically doing anything. It is a less expensive and more formidable defensive perk than Impenetrable, so if you have access to it, that's definitely the one to use. For the second perk, I'm going to be using Downrange to give an extra 10% kick to the bow and the Plasma Caster, and to help out the Plasma Caster a little bit, for the third perk, I'm going to be using Dither Lens. So I've found the fire team, and I've already started putting pressure on them. I shot a guy with a fully charged arrow, and he immediately had to heal himself afterwards. You saw him use the syringe in his arm. Fully charging another shot here, Plasma Caster shot. And now I'm kind of looking for a new vantage point to keep putting pressure on this player that I'm trying to hit with it. They're hiding inside the building. Get a shot off there, and they see me on the roof. This is a squad that is playing together in a party. You can tell they've all got the same gamer tag at the front of their name. So they are communicating. You know they're definitely in a party chat communicating. So when the one guy saw me on the roof, he definitely told the rest of the fire team that I was up on that roof. Looking for another vantage point here as the fire team is making their escape. They're running out into this next neighboring building. After I delivered that shot, I kind of retreated a little bit. I was expecting some more pressure from them, but they're not really doing that. They're not interested in really hunting me, just completing the mission and staying alive. So I think they're kind of new. Also, I'm using the Plasma Caster splash damage up against this wall. It is working, obviously. Two of them are downed. One of them, I think, is dead. And I'm trying to finish off the other one, but they ended up reviving him. So I jump up there to try to get a better vantage point, but it was a little too late. The rest of the fire team moved out, and they're moving to the next neighboring building as I go inside that one and make that claim. I'm cloaked again, jumping on top of the next building they're all trying to go to. This guy sees me even though I'm cloaked, looking for a shot, but they jump down. Went for a quick shot there. They're throwing grenades up on me, so I can't stay up there too long. I jump down, still trying to get this guy with a bow shot, but they're squirming around too much. Too much for me anyway, so gonna go around here, collect my arrows, and reconsider how I'm gonna go about this now that they've all gone inside the building. One guy saw me over there, put on some good damage, getting some headshots on me. Jump back on the building. I put the motion detector on there. Now I'm thinking about my health, so while the motion detector is tripping them, while they are tripping my motion detector, I am going to run off and get these pigs. I use target isolation to find them, which normally, that's the part that sucks about finding pigs. You got to use target isolation to do it, but this is one of those situations where right when I threw down that motion detector, I figured now is the perfect time to go find some pigs, because I don't have to worry about wasting target isolation and then looking for the guy, losing the fire team and looking for them without it. So all that thanks to the motion detector. Got a guy up on this roof. He knows I'm here. I'm cloaked, slowly coming around to get a fully charged arrow in his chest, which was successful. It finishes him off. Well, it downs him. He was already hurt. And I get the claim. So there's 2 guys left. I went off to chase them thinking they were both going in that one direction, but one guy stayed behind, so this guy's probably doing the mission, and the other guy that ran off is probably most definitely going to get reinforcements, bring back the entire team. I go in here, I eat some bullets to try to get off this arrow in his chest. I miss, and so I ate those bullets for nothing. So I'm going to throw down a audio decoy right there, and I'm going to make my way to the other side of this building. Cloak. Try to confuse this fire team member on my location. Don't think that was a very experienced one, or else they would have definitely lit me up right there, but whatever. Here come the reinforcements as I'm getting my pig, so that person doesn't have to stay dead for too long. So I'm all healed up, making my way to the relocation, or I'm sorry, the reinforcement location. And it lasted kind of a while. I shouldn't have been able to make it here before they were called in. So I think the guy that shows some inexperience on the guy who called in the reinforcements, he probably ran away thinking that the team would come back without him being there, but he has to stay there. So he did correct his mistake. Somebody, one of the veterans on their team probably told him, no, you gotta go back. But they're all back now. We're in round 2. I'm chasing them down. I've lost track of them a little bit, so I'm staying in heat vision, but I am uncloaked. I'm not really worried about them finding me because they're not chasing me. They're running from me. Found them. They're a pretty good distance away, so I'm gonna put on the pressure again with the plasma caster. Orion is kind of a plasma caster build with the dithered lens, so I do like to use it. Plus they're all grouped up. When a fire team is all grouped up together, that is prime time. Plasma caster. It's how you split them apart. So this guy went off by himself a little bit. He's still sniping me, getting some shots on me. Now he's trying to get caught back up with his team. Someone's shooting me from far away, so they've spotted me. I am cloaked now, so that's pretty impressive. So some of them know what they're doing. They spotted me. Finally, I landed an arrow on somebody, but now I'm going to move in closer and put the pressure back on with the plasma caster. Not going to lie, I brought out the bow before because I felt like I was being a little cruel with the plasma caster, but when the fire team was shooting me as I was cloaked from that big of a distance, that showed me, all right, they don't need me to play nice. So I'm putting on the pressure again. Got a guy over here as I'm trying to get caught up to the fire team, and now I kind of lost him. Not really concerned with him right now, so I'm continuing my way up to this area, because as the timer's going down, so is their progress on the mission. They are progressing it, and one thing that's my enemy even more so than the actual timer on the top of the screen is the progress they make in their mission. So I am trying to stall them from continuing their mission so that they can get away on the chopper. So I threw down another motion detector on the stairs, on the wall of the stairs, because that area is kind of the most central area, and usually 1 or 2 players is definitely going to trip that motion detector. So again, same principle as before, threw down the motion detector, perfect time to use target isolation, find a pig, got my pig, and I have not lost track of the fire team, so I don't have to second guess when I come back up here if they're still here or not. Because they're all tagged, I can see where they're all going. That's one of the best ways to use those motion detectors. So I'm going to bring out another audio decoy. I'm going to throw it right there. And I'm going to leap to the other side. It might confuse them, it might scare them. Who knows? They probably think I'm healing, but I've already done that. That's why they probably think it's safe enough to get up on that helipad and all together and continue their mission. But guess what? I'm not healing anymore. So, lighten them up with the plasma caster. I got 2 of them down. 2 of them ran back inside. And just finished off a guy. You saw the red X. And another one's still crawling around out there. I'm really trying to force him, finish him off. One guy poked around the door there to try to give some cover fire, distract me, but it wasn't enough. I did finish off that fire team member. I'm going in for the kill now, or for the claim, I mean. And I'm getting shot from behind, trying to cloak here to get the other claim, but it's just not working. So I leaped away and got stuck here. Thankfully, I leaped again, and that got me out. I was freaking out on the inside a little bit. So now I'm just trying to make my way back up here. There's only 2 guys left. And thankfully I had that Ironside perk. It was protecting me, giving me 25% defense while I was claiming him from behind, while I was getting shot from behind, making that claim. So that worked out. Otherwise, I'd probably be in second win by now. So here, I'm looking at the clock. Got 3.5 minutes left. They have not completed their mission, but they are making progress. I have no idea how far they are. I was trying to decide if it's worth finding another pig or just healing, using a syringe here. And it's really just, it's at that point, it's this late in the game. Even though I only have 2 syringes, there's only 2 guys left. It's only 3 minutes left now. So it was worth using a syringe there. Stay on top of this fire team. Don't let them get too far away or whatever. Don't lose track of them. I was getting lit up there. I think a player actually might have spotted me with how much damage I actually took as I was throwing down that motion detector. So I cloaked, got away, and now I'm still looking for them. Now I decide finally to pop target isolation just to confirm where they are, because they hadn't tripped the new motion detector yet. And now they finally did, but I've already found them with target ISO. So they're heading back around to the stairs here, and I'm going to hit the second one as they're passing through. Get the claim. Not enough time for that last fire team to come around and save their friends. So I offered them some candy, ran down the hallway. I passed them. Offered them some candy again. When you're down to the last person, especially when they've already done reinforcements, I like to try to have fun, make it more interesting than just going in and finishing off the person. So I'm deciding how I want to go about this person here. I was thinking about using the net gun, but that just felt too cruel. So I brought out the bow again, got a shot off, but they knew where I was. They lit into me a little bit, dropped some grenades on me. Pretty good job on their part. They tried, but was not enough. And that's a wrap for Orion. While he's in the long claim animation, or the cutscene, try to heal up a little bit, get rid of some of this blood, clean him up for his cutscene. Episode 30, Think Like a Predator. Consider liking and subscribing. Leave me some comments on the video, some feedback. Let me know what you think. Share with your friends, and I will see you next time.